Carrie is with us in Chicago. Hi, Carrie. How are you?
Hi, I'm good.
Good. How can I help?
Okay, I'm very young, and my husband and I got married last July in 2015. Well, 2015. And we went to Bridal Expos, and you know how you write your name down and they say, oh, you come on a free vacation? Mm-hmm. Well, we did that. We were very stupid about that, and now I regret that because, you know, we got phone calls saying, oh, check out our resort. It's only 90 minutes. So we did that with my my in-laws, and they would not let us leave. Instead of being 90 minutes, we were there for 8.5 hours. They were hassling us. They didn't let us make a decision ourselves. And I'm 1% out of the 95 or 97% that does not like timeshares. And I'm stuck with this timeshare. And we did pay someone to try getting us out of it. And now we're at the point where we're 134 days delinquent, where we haven't made payments because that's what our lawyer told us to do. And I called the timeshare to ask what our options were. And they said that we could either pay, you know, and sustain the account, but the payments are going to stay the same, or we foreclose it. Mm-hmm. So I'm just seeking advice. Like, what should we do? Because we were 18. I barely had a job, and I tried to tell them that, but they didn't listen to us, and we were stupid.
Well, no, wait a minute. You were 18, and yes, you didn't have the emotional energy and character to simply say no. But you cannot blame this on them. You signed up for it.
I know. There's no one else to blame but us.
Yeah, exactly.
I was very educated.
Exactly. And, you know, you walked into a bear trap and you got bit by the bear, you know?
Yeah.
And so what you learn from this is, though, that, you know, they didn't have a gun. They kept you 3.5 hours. Why don't you just get your butt up and walk out of there?
Oh, it was 8.5, but yeah.
You stayed in there 8.5 hours? What's wrong? Why would you do that?
I know. They kept bringing other people out.
I know. Why didn't you just get up and say, stick it in your ear, I'm walking out of here? I wouldn't sit there 8.5. I wouldn't sit anywhere 8.5 hours for anything. I know. It was just a big mess. No, the lesson I want you to take away, that's why I'm leaning in on you, is that you can have to, this is painful for you, but you have to make sure that you always retain your ability to walk away from something at any moment and tell somebody to stick it in their ear, okay? Yeah, I learned that the hard way. Now, here's what you do. You call Timeshare Exit Team. Timeshare Exit Team. I actually have. Like, my grandparents recommend me, you know, to Timeshare. That's who I recommend, and that's the only way I know for you to get out of this. Okay. Have you already done a deal with them? Oh, well, they gave us a quote, and it was $8,500, and we couldn't afford it. Okay. So we went with someone in Missouri that's closer to us. Yeah, and they're not doing their job. Yeah. Now, the only one I've ever found that actually pulls this off is Timeshare Exit Team, and it can be expensive. But holding on to this stupid timeshare is going to be expensive, and getting foreclosed on is going to be expensive too. So that's the only way I know to get you out of it. They're absolutely, timeshares are an absolute horrendous. The industry is, I mean, what a bunch of jerks that set an 18-year-old kid in a room and hold him in there for 8.5 hours. I mean, what kind of moron does something like that? Well, that's the scum that are in the timeshare business who does something like that. So you ought to be ashamed of yourself if you're in that business doing that kind of stuff. That's just horrible. But, you know, and basically Timeshare Exit Team can get you out, honey. That's the only way I know to get out. And so you need to save up the money and be able to pull that off. And that's, if I were in your shoes, that's what I would do. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button to get the latest content and check out these other great clips from the show.